Do you ever feel discouraged by the quote, "You can read all the books you want, but if you don't take action, it's a waste of time"? This morning I was reading The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and it hit me. Reading isn't something that changes you. Doing something with what you read is. You see, books give you awareness, but only action can give you the transformation. At the beginning of this year, I was reading The 5 a.m. Club, an extremely good book that can change your life if you take the actions. I was very inspired. I was waking up every single day at 5 a.m. just to read this book. And it was like the best experience that I had. But what happens? As soon as I was done with the book, instead of doing exactly what the book was telling me, I didn't. I didn't show up. I didn't wake up at 5 a.m., but it did inspire me. You see, one book is like having a private conversation with the author or having a private conversation with a mentor, with a coach. Every morning I was showing up to read while I was reading the book. But what happens? I didn't have a plan for what I wanted. So now we are closer to the end of the year. We are in November of 2025. And I'm thinking, if only I did what the book said the entire year, I would have noticed the massive impact that these teachings and lessons would have had in my life. But I didn't take the action. And so if you don't take the action, you don't get to really see if it works, what it's saying. So now I'm taking the daily actions. I'm waking up early because I know that it works. It helped me at the beginning of the year, and now I'm doing it at the end of the year. And reading books can give you so many ideas, and one idea can change and shape your life forever. You can read one page a day or 10 pages a day. You're making yourself more valuable by reading consistently. So I had this idea, and I thought, all right, since I noticed that consistency, persevering, and taking daily actions works so good for me, plus waking up early, I thought I'm going to come up with the I'm going to come up with the goals that I want to have for next year. So I sit down, I grab my calendar. It's November, where we have time to make this happen. I grab my calendar and I put on January 1st. These are my goals for the year. And so I thought, I'm going to develop my values. And my values are my consistency. I want to get better at it because sometimes, like I said, I do it until the fire is like good, 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 it's in flames, but then I stop. My momentum gets screwed. I wrote down the list of the goals that I want to have for 2026. And in them, I said, I want to develop my consistency. I want to develop my accountability. I want to develop my persevering and many more values that will make me become the person that I want to become. Because if you have everything you wanted in one day, in a world where everything is instant, instant coffee, instant gratification, instant dopamine, instant information, you actually are out of the reality that what actually matters is the present moment and the process of what you're doing, not the destination, it's the process. So if you show up daily to what you have to do, you might not see the results right away. You will see them after a while. So this year I noticed that I gave up at the beginning of the year waking up early because I set myself many excuses. Like, I don't need to wake up early until I set the goal that I wanted with my YouTube channel, with myself personally, and I see others that might not be the best example for me, and I think what I'm doing is actually valuable. The whole reason I am where I am with the habits that I have, with the values that I have, is because I worked them little by little and I did the things that the books told me. I didn't take the 5 a.m. as seriously as I should have. I took it for granted, but it was telling me the truth. Tammy, you wake up at 5 a.m. and you are a different person. Your confidence boosts, your leadership shows. You get way better results when you do this. But this is because it works for me. And when you want success, you have to sacrifice something. And so I am sacrificing the comfort of just staying in bed and not waking up and not knowing what to do. I've felt this way many times where I didn't know what to do. And now I know I can't do that. I'm running a company with my husband. I have to be a leader. I have to lead by example. I have a team that I'm responsible for. And I have to teach them. I have to show them that our company runs by values, not by micromanaging, not by telling you what to do all the time, and not by just rules. Our company runs by values. So in my company, there could be some balance that needs to get better because I'm noticing there's one part of my company that has the values that we're looking for and one part of the company that needs those values more developed. And then I notice this is also me. I want to be more in harmony with my values and with my daily actions. So I have to work on these values. So that's the list that I made for 2026. And all of this came up because I have all this information in my head from the books that I read. But if I don't do what the books tell me, I'm going to feel lost and I'm not going to see the results that I'm looking for. When I noticed when I read the first book that changed my life, that is The Four Agreements, and also I started with Rich Dad, Poor Dad. These two books combined helped me so much with even the daily choices that I take about what I think and my emotions and my feelings. What do I think? What am I thinking? Is it positive? Is it a good seed or is it not? Even with money. So now I notice that for me it's more valuable my values than anything. And so I need to be in alignment with that. And when you're a coach, you know this for sure that you have to have your values aligned. And in order to do that, you have to take the daily actions that are aligned with your values. So, what is it aligned with my values? Consistency is one of my values. Am I being consistent every day? Am I taking actions that are consistent every day? If I am, that means I'm aligned. But if I'm not, that means I'm unaligned and I'm not leading by example to my employees. And why we don't take action is because we don't see the results as fast as we want to see them. Because the world now is fast, but we don't see them fast, so we tend to give up. We wait until we feel motivated to do the things that we want to do. And that's not going to work. You don't feel motivated. Today, I didn't feel motivated to wake up early. I was tired. And so I woke up and I shift my mindset and I said, you got this. You know, this works. You know, this is what you want. Remember how good you feel. Don't stop. Don't stop. It's not time to stop. It's not time to quit. Quit is not it's not a thing. Don't quit. Keep going because then you're going to see the results and you're going to see that it works. And it did for me. The days feel longer. I feel more motivated. And sometimes I might feel tired for an hour because I felt tired. Even at the gym, I was still tired. And my mind was telling me, let's just go to bed. Let's just go to bed. I even laid down on the couch, meditated. And I was like, why am I so tired? So I decided to take a cup of mate. Well, I decided to drink mate. Mate has caffeine. I don't know if it's healthier than coffee. But it helped me. It helped me. And I was like, this is my reward for waking up early. And now I feel much more energetic. So you not only you have to be consistent, you have to have the systems. And I have the systems. I wake up and I have my clothes ready. I wake up and I have my journal ready. My habit tracker is open 24/7 where I can see it. All right, am I doing the things that I'm telling myself to do? This can change everything. Make the habits that are going to change your life obvious. Make them obvious. Leave them open. Write them down anywhere. Take a photo of your habit tracker and put it on your wallpaper so that you know what you have to do. Remind yourself of where you're going and what you want. And 3, people feels uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable, so you want to quit. You have to get used to being uncomfortable because a lot of things are going to be uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to me to sacrifice the comfort of staying in bed. It's uncomfortable for me to sacrifice spending time with family. It's a sacrifice because I'm not spending time with family, but my family might not be totally aligned with what I'm doing. I'm running a company, they are not. And so I have to come up with a plan of how I want to spend time with my family and have a family dynamic time. When I hang out with people, all I want to do is coach them. I want to coach them. I want to coach them. They're my friends, I'm coaching them. They're my family, I'm coaching them. But maybe what I have to do is just, I have to divide and I have to separate that I'm a coach and a businesswoman and a leader when I'm running my company and in my daily goals. And when I want to spend time with family, I have to become a sister. I have to become a daughter. Something that I learned with the 4 agreements that also was extremely valuable for me, and I took daily actions on it, is to not take things personal. A lot of people take things personal. Guess how life is for them? You can't tell them anything. Everything you do is a problem for them. They might get jealous of your success. But what happens? They never worked on not taking personally everything. So I did, and it helped me. That's why now I pay more attention to myself, because I don't need the approval of anybody else but mine, because I'm the one that is growing and I get to see my own results. And so nobody can prove me differently, because I was the one that woke up early and I know that it works. So when I want to be a coach, I'm like, just wake up early with me and you see it will change. But they won't do it because they're not on the same consciousness, the same level of awareness that I have. This actually is what helps. And now, so you might be wondering, what do I have to do? It's just as simple as this, and I promise to you this works. You have to take little daily actions consistently. It's like if you were saving money. Save $1 a day, and in years that $1 will be worth $1 million. So do one thing, read 1 page a day, take one daily action according to what the book says, and your life can shift faster than you will ever imagine. And your life would change exactly how you want it to change. But you won't see the results right away. If we go to the gym today, we are very, very motivated. And then tomorrow, you're not going to feel the same way. You're not going to have the same energy. You're not going to have the same motivation. You're not going to have the same emotions. The day won't be as sunny as it was yesterday. It might rain. It might be colder. It might be hotter. Things are always in motion, changing, so you have to adapt. But this is all I wanted to talk in this video. I hope you really like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.